Welcome to Game Crunch, your weekly video game podcast. My name is Mike Anastasia. With me today, I have Nick.
Hi.
And Brandon.
Hi.
We're here to talk about games and things.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not just yeah. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell to the yeah. Well, it's not a very exciting week.
It's not, because I haven't played anything.
That is odd. There's something wrong in the universe.
Oh, I was
know, that's how
very
you
sick.
know.
I was very sick. I went through 3 packages of fucking NyQuil Dayquil.
It'd be like that. Allergies? Or is it just like...
I don't know, but I'm okay now.
It's weird because I've had a lot of people I've known close to me. They're like, I have like this weird bronchitis type. Like, it's not bronchitis, but it is. And I was like, okay, cool. It's not COVID. They're like, nope. And I'm like, I don't trust you. Don't come around me.
Yeah,
because the Omicron one is all like throat stuff these days.
Well, they're like, I have this weird upper respiratory infection. I was like, that's crazy. Don't look at me.
Listen, I kept myself away from everybody, and still everyone in my house got sick. So it is what it is.
Anyways, enough about diseases.
Yeah.
Let's talk about games.
Yeah.
And things.
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right. That's the second part of that.
Yeah. But I don't know, Nick, me and you both have old things to talk about this week.
Yeah, I mean, mine's kind of not old. It's a new game.
Newer, but I got a new old thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a new old thing, but like
an old new thing.
Old new thing. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I'll talk about mine first. So I finished up Mario Luigi Superstar Saga.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what do I want to play now? Mario Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, of course.
That's the natural
as you
progression.
do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as you do. There was it was on my list of things to buy in the 3DS before the shop shuts down. So I was like, okay. I'm like, I'll pick this up. So I own it on the DS, but I was like, the new one has amiibo support and better graphics. It's got that Bowser Jr.'s story thing, kind of like the Minion quest that they had in the first one. So those are the big upgrades there. I don't know. So I always forget. So if I was gonna rank the Mario RPGs,
mm-hmm.
I mean, Bowser's Inside Story is probably better than a bunch of them, but I would say it's definitely
a bunch of them.
It's middle tier. It's like straight in the middle. Because it's weird. I don't know if you guys ever played this one before. Superstar Saga, I would say, of course, because that's a great one. But this one is just I don't know, Bowser sucks you up and you spend a lot of time inside his body, which is kind of weird. Playing some mini games. And you're playing as Bowser a lot of the time. So it's different. It's not bad. It's good, because it's just middle. What?
Is Bowser's Inside Story literally called that because you're inside of Bowser?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which just blew Nick's mind.
I didn't think it was a game about Vor. I just thought it was hey, this is Bowser and this is my side of the story. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
No. He eats you. And you get vored by him.
Meanwhile.
But I mean, it also is a story a lot about him, too.
Yeah.
You play as him, for...
I didn't think they meant literally. I'm sorry.
It's both.
It's literally
It's a very literal meaning of the word inside. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's... But I mean, it's solid. It's a good RPG. It's definitely one of the better Mario and Luigi RPGs. Like I said, it's better than almost all of the Paper Mario RPGs, aside from the first two. So it's good. It's just, like I said, it's just middle tier. Just right in the middle. So, and it's good. It's interesting because Superstar Saga, the remake for that, came out first, and this was one of the last 3DS games. The Superstar Saga is definitely better, and I don't know if it's just because the jump to 3DS is just that much better. Because obviously you're going from a Game Boy game to a 3DS game, whereas this is just a DS game to a 3DS game. But even some of the quality of life stuff, it's pretty big. Superstar Saga lets you save anywhere. This one does that. So this one, Superstar Saga, just had a bunch of different things going on with the touchscreen. This one doesn't. So, and I mean, I'm sure it looks. I mean, I should pull out the old one and look at it because the nostalgia glasses, obviously. But I just don't feel it's that much of a graphical jump. I'm sure it is because DS games didn't look pretty, but yeah, just you just don't quite see it right away. So, what is that? It's interesting. I do like I said, I like playing as Bowser. I like that stuff. And they do some interesting stuff with like that whole battle mechanics is like you're inside Bowser, so Bowser will eat an enemy while you're battling, and then Mario and Luigi will battle him inside its stomach, and then you go back to the battle on the top screen, and just kind of goes all around the place. It's kind of interesting. It is pretty fun for what's going on there, and it is a direct sequel to Superstar Saga because Fawful's back, everyone's favorite Fawful Waffle.
Yeah.
So
Him.
yeah, so you got that. Although I will say, and it surprised me, thing that's stolen the show for me so far is actually Bowser Jr.'s Journey, the kind of side game that they tacked onto this.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I think I talked about Minion Quest last time, where you play as kind of like Bowser's minions, and you go around. It's kind of like I don't know, it's like a pseudo strategy game where it's got a rock paper scissors thing, and like you have your ranged troopers like Koopa Troops, or not Koopa Troops, the Hammer Bros, and you have your flying troops like the Paratroopers, and you have your your melee troops like Goombas and things like that, bombs. And so like you put them in a battle against like other teams, and they take control of themselves, but you still do like the timed hits and everything, like for the special attacks, and they kind of play out. And that was just basically all there was to the Minion Quest. There was a little bit of nuance, but it was just it is what it is, and it's almost luck of the draw, just kind of the way things play out. But in Bowser Jr.'s Journey, it's the same thing, except they like fine-tuned it a little bit. So there's a lot more about formations and how things are lined up. You can have like secondary commanders that like assist you. Like, and this time Bowser Jr. is always the captain. So it plays out a lot differently, and you have a lot more wiggle room in like how you play. So it's a lot more fun, and I've been really enjoying it. And the story is it is a deeply emotional story about Bowser Jr. and the Koopalings. And I've really been enjoying it. The Koopalings are like fleshed out so much better in like this little story. I don't think they have been in like everything else. It's pretty wild. I love the Koopalings. They're like my favorite. So it's just kind of nice to have them have like a little bit more of a story. And obviously you can have them in your teams too. Like my team is 100% Koopalings right now, and I fucking love it. Just go around wrecking things with Koopalings.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
The Koopalings are great.
Yeah, they're literally the best thing. I'm so glad that they brought them back. And actually, that's another great thing about Superstar Saga, which we forgot to give credit to last week. They are the reason the Koopalings came back. I'm pretty sure. Because they were not, the last time you saw them was in Mario World, and I'm pretty sure they did not come back until Superstar Saga. And then Nintendo's like, oh, fuck, people like these things? Let's make sure they're back in games again.
Well, no, it was cool to see them in Mario Kart. So I guess Mario Kart was after that game?
Are you talking about Mario Kart 8?
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about Superstar Saga on the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, then yes, Mario Kart 8 came out much later. Mario Kart 8.
Yeah. Because after Superstar Saga, then they started putting them back in like the 2D Marios and things like that. Like they started to have like more appearances, but they literally were just gone from the beginning of the Super Nintendo until Superstar Saga came out somewhere in the middle end of the Game Boy lifespan. So
yeah, what's funny about the Koopalings is my one friend, when we play Mario Kart all together, and he specifically picks Wendy. Whenever he picks Wendy, I call him horny. So that's a horny pick.
Is it?
It's not, but like it frustrates him. So like I say it every time.
I see.
Yeah, and you got to play your teammates like that. Like it's all about mind games.
Tell him he's down bad.
I'm like, yo, this guy horny.
Bonk him. Bonk him.
Wendy? I'm like,
bonk
yeah,
him. Send him straight to horny jail.
Exactly. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah, my boy Lemmy is the best.
I like playing Larry.
Yeah.
Larry Cooper's great.
I mean, frankly, they're all fantastic.
Oh, yeah. I don't think there's a bad one in the bunch.
There's not a bad one. You can't go wrong. As long as you
pick one. You've picked correctly.
I don't remember who it was. There was like one of those like YouTube videos where they were talking about Mario Kart and like the DLC characters. It might have been Scott the Woz, where he was like,
I love Scott the Woz.
Like the Koopalings. So that's just disappointing. It's a black mark on his record. But he's funny otherwise. Mm-hmm.
I love his content. It's so fucking funny.
I don't know. So I was, because a lot of times I've been sticking on like those longer like videos for just like background noise when I'm doing things. But like some of his will come up, and there was just like it was a long ass video about him just talking about why I think it was Nintendo of 2015 was just such a shit bag.
Oh yeah, that was the dark years, as he called it, of Nintendo.
Because it was like Animal Crossing
Amiibo Festival. It had Ziplash.
Yeah. And it keeps on throwing in a toilet.
Yeah.
There was Metroid Prime Federation Force.
Yep.
Oh, and the last one, the one that he also hates is that Mario Tennis game.
Mario Tennis Aces. Yeah, that one. That was a
horrible year.
This is a good one. Another one of his really, really good long videos is his one about the ending of the Wii Virtual Console and how he purchased like every game on the Virtual Console and had it stored on his Wii, and he reviews every single Wii Virtual Console game that he bought, no matter how bad it is, and it's so fucking good.
Just like that Mega 64 video I sent you.
Oh my god. Haven't seen Mega 64 in a very long time, but they hadn't missed a step. That was such a good video. It just felt like classic Mega 64. I loved it.
Yeah, it was. It was just so spot on. And I don't think I've seen like a video from them like of that caliber in a while.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think the last one they had was the PT one. That one was really good.
I don't know, the Sakaguchi one's still one of my favorites that I go back to from time to time.
What was the one with Hideo Kojima where they just found him at a convention and he's like kept you waiting and they're like, he did the thing.
I love the Sakaguchi one because he's just like, I don't want to make Final Fantasy anymore. And just tries to like, he'd be like, fuck this series. He's like, you know what? It's gonna be about an evil clown where he kills the girl.
Oh my god.
And then they're like, oh my god, Sakaguchi is the best one ever. You gotta do another one. and then it ends with them being like, we got the greatest idea for you, Sakaguchi. How about a movie? Oh, that one's good. And I liked it when Nintendo had them do like their E3 shit for them too. It was also great. Yeah, no, but the Wii Virtual Console, actually no, all the Virtual Console and the NSO is just a total shit hole.
My takeaway is going to be for this week, go watch Mega 64 and Scott the Woz.
Yeah, they're not horrible things to do. Yeah, so that's that. And Mario Luigi is great. I don't think I have anything else to say about that. The other thing I would talk about this week is just kind of like a follow-up to a conversation we had 2 weeks ago, and it's about Nitro Pepsi.
Oh yeah,
I think we got to talk. Oh,
we can both actually like talk about that.
Yeah. So actually, I have a Nitro Pepsi that I brought upstairs to drink for this episode.
Oh,
I know. As long as I bought that 4-pack. But I
buying a 4-pack was very incredible. I didn't see that coming.
Well, like I said, they had a 4-pack. The 4-pack was $5, or one was $2.50, and I was like, well, why the fuck would I not buy the 4-pack? Because then you have 4 of them.
You do have 4 of them. You're only going to need one, but you have 4 of them.
Honestly, that is true. It is very true. It's very novelty drink. That is what it is. And I agree with your depiction. It tastes like flat Pepsi. And
yeah, if you had like a Pepsi Icy, it tastes like the leftover liquid, I guess, after it's melted. Yeah,
and it is a very what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like a creamier drink. Like I guess that is a good way to describe it, but it's definitely it's more of a novelty. It's not
creamy Pepsi is not a great way to describe a beverage like Pepsi.
No.
How would you describe that Pepsi? Creamy. I don't want it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't. Yeah. Did you have a better experience with your second one?
So I mean, the taste was better because I did grab a second one and I hard poured it as instructed, and the hard pour is very anxiety filled because you're like, is it going to fit the glass? I don't know if it's going to fit the glass.
Mine did not.
So mine did, thankfully.
Oh, good.
Yeah, everything got in there. And it was like better flavor. I want you to go and try just drink one straight from the can and just see how you feel about that. I got
this one right here. I'll crack it open and I'll tell you right now.
I've been told the vanilla one is better than the regular Pepsi, and I'm gonna assume because creamier with vanilla flavoring is probably like the better mixture than just straight up Pepsi. But the hard pouring was better.
Verdict is it tastes gross right out of the can.
It does.
Yeah.
And that's my problem with it. Is it's you put a beverage like that in a can, I'm gonna drink it from the can.
Yeah.
You're gonna go. I'm from the Northeast, right? So the mid Northeast. I'm not like Maine, but like I go into my local Wawa, I buy a Nitro Pepsi,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, well, this is in a can. I just bought this from a convenience store. I don't really need written instructions for this one, bud. And I crack it open, and I'm like, this tastes like ass.
Yeah, let me drink this on the way home or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I will say though, it pours beautifully.
It does. It's a very good pour.
It's like a picture perfect pour, just like the right amount of foam.
Uh-huh.
Just very beautiful. Just don't drink it out of the can.
Don't
have high expectations.
But I'm still the vanilla one is still very elusive. I haven't found it yet.
Oh, I thought you got one of each.
No, I've only had the regular Nitro Pepsi.
Okay. Yeah, no, the store I was at only had the regular Nitro Pepsi as well. I want to try the vanilla one because I think the vanilla one would be better.
I do also think that.
Because I think that this consistency is probably better for like a flavored Pepsi.
Yes. 110%.
That's where I'm sitting on this right now. So that's my new goal is to try like a flavored one. Oh, actually, no, even like I feel like a vanilla cherry Pepsi would just be like a chef.
Even if it was just cherry too, maybe just a cherry.
Oh
Pepsi.
Yeah, maybe even just
cherry Pepsi.
Yeah, but just not regular Pepsi.
No, definitely not.
It's like this episode has been brought to you by
Shitty Pepsi. Shitty Pepsi. They should just like nitro other things. Like, what if they were just like Nitro Mountain Dew?
Nitro Mountain Dew.
That'd be really gross.
What would that? It would be really gross. I'm just trying to envision.
Imagine a creamy Mountain Dew.
Yeah, not feeling it.
No, not. It's not a very pleasant thought.
And I don't think there's. Then the thing is too, like, I don't think that there is a flavor of Mountain Dew it would work with. Like, period. I don't think there's any way you could like doctor that up. Like root beer actually would be really nice with this.
Ooh, yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah, like a root beer would probably work really well with it. Like the thing is, like I think with this too, like it tastes sweeter. Like it tastes more like a Coca-Cola to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I don't know. I do have to say, like the second glass, now that I'm like drinking, it tastes better than my first one. So does not change anything I just said. Just I don't know. Maybe my expectations are more in check. That's all. Are there any other sodas that would be good with it?
Probably like a cream soda.
Oh, yeah, that's also
just a cream soda. Plain old cream soda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. I think it's got to be a dark soda. And those are maybe Dr. Pepper probably would work too.
Did you find your mango Pepsi yet, by the way?
Yes.
Oh, you did? All right, good.
Yeah, I find it like it's weird because it's like it like spurts.
It just pops up.
Yeah, it just pops up and then disappears, and then you won't find it again at that store, but you'll find it at a different store. That's like it's almost like the shipping's just like really weird on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like duck goose.
It is.
Yeah. But I'm well stocked on it right now for at least another couple days.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to talk about? I do not think so. That's it. That's all I got. It's a waiting game. The Min Min Amiibo is supposed to come out this week.
Oh yeah, it is.
And I've been waiting for Best Buy to put their pre-orders up, and they have not yet.
No.
So there's that, and also not Wii Sports, Nintendo Switch Sports comes out this week as well.
Oh, I gotta get that.
I
completely forgot about
this week. There you go. Yeah, I'm excited. I've heard good things. The reviews, like the commentary, at least seems to be pretty positive on it.
Yeah.
So can't wait to see what's in there. But that's it. So you can look forward to that for next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully both those things. Gotta get my Min Min.
Min.
About your Min Min?
Min.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I did. You know, there's one more thing I was just gonna make a commentary on. I just remember this. It was about Smash, and it was about Amiibos too. But you know what? I was thinking about it yesterday because I booted up Smash again, just for like a hot minute, just to kill some dead time. And I just wanted to reflect on what a wet fart that Sora announcement was. I mean, I get it. Like, there's not a lot of things you could get people jazzed up with, and you're never going to make anyone happy. But like, it's just, I don't know. Like, it just feels gross. Like going back to it now, especially.
I'm sure you feel that way, but everyone who is a fan of Kingdom Hearts, which means the entire population of Japan, probably lost their absolute shit over it.
I'm sure they did.
Maybe.
Like I said, I don't disagree.
I've played all of Kingdom Hearts and I didn't give a shit. So it's like, yeah, whatever.
Well, like I said, I don't like in terms of like meeting expectations. There are very few characters that would do that, and Soro's probably one of the few that he could get to do it. But just like in the grand scheme of like Smash Brothers itself, it's just kind of a wet fart.
Yeah. I don't think it was helped by the fact that they essentially censored all the Disney elements of Kingdom Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Because they had to, because there's no way they're going to get the rights to that element of it. And as such, a lot of the like elements of Kingdom Hearts that are interesting are fucking gone.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, and the last thing that gets me with it too is that there is speculation, which I had not seen before, that Sora is not going to have an amiibo.
Oh, interesting.
Because on that last Smash Direct, Sakurai announced all the other like characters' amiibos prior to Sora. Did not mention Sora getting an amiibo. And on the final Smash update, there's no amiibo data for Sora that exists. Yeah. So Sora may not get an amiibo. Like it literally will end with the last character not having its own amiibo, which is trash. That's
you can thank Disney for that. or Square Enix. I know they're both pretty shit companies.
Yeah.
You could get like the most like shitty Sora merchandise. So they're not gonna let me buy a shitty Sora amiibo. No. Fuck up. I'll never play a Kingdom Hearts game again.
Guess what? I made that decision before the amiibo was a thing.
I mean, I did too, but I'm not. Yeah. I'm not gonna tell them that.
Oh, yeah. They don't need to know.
I'll probably play another one.
Well, you got to play the new one because one of us has to.
I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, who's going to spend 10 hours trying to explain?
And I feel like you're the only person invested that deeply into the story to know to make details.
So I'm not even invested. I just watched like a 41-minute YouTube video, which explained it at one point.
That's egregiously too much.
Bro, that's like a normal YouTube watch for me. Like, I have a YouTube video up right now that's 8 hours long that I haven't finished yet.
Is that also the Kingdom Hearts story?
No, it's not. That's a good joke. I like that one. No, it's
not just the story for one of the games too.
It's a mobile game.
Yeah, it's gonna say one of the mobile phone games.
No, you don't understand.
And the best part is, like, it's not even like an edited video. It's just someone straight talking about Kingdom Hearts for 8 hours.
Oh my god. Could you imagine? I'm sure it exists. I'm sure you don't even need to imagine. No, I've actually been listening to a horror story that like a audio book like thing.
Oh, that's
essentially. Cool. It's not like an official audiobook, but it takes this one guy's writings and basically makes them into an audiobook. It's really good. It's called Tales from the Gas Station. It's very good. But that's what I've been doing this week while I've been sick. I've just been listening to that. And also, I did play some Bloons Tower Defense.
The 6th one, or did you go back?
Yeah. No, 6. Okay. 6 is the only one I'm playing. I got my buddy into it.
And continuity, so.
No, I got my buddy into it, and he got super addicted to it. So then, like, I came onto the stream. I was like, all right, I'm not going to stream myself, but I'll join you for the stream of Bloons Tower Defense 6. And then I got on there, and I was just like dead, no energy. But he was like teaching me different things because he has played a shit ton. He has, since I showed him Bloons Tower Defense 6, he has purchased. Sorry, I'm in my kitchen. He has purchased the game. He has purchased the game on mobile. He has purchased like content packs. And he purchased like a permanent money upgrade, so he earns more money every game he plays. I'm just like, dude, you got a problem. He's like, yep. I'm like, all right then.
So at least he knows.
Yeah. But I ain't done like anything else.
Okay. Well, I mean, Nick, I guess you can talk about what you've been playing.
I play Kirby. That's nice. More Kirby.
Yeah? What's new in Kirby Land?
Nothing. I just fought D.
Oh, yeah? Which?
I guess that's a double spoiler for the first time.
Well, after you see him, he like gets away.
Yeah, I do enjoy the Dragonfire what's it called? Dragonfire, that upgrade for the firepower.
Yeah.
Shit's busted.
Oh, I love that.
You just dump fire and like it just lights them for, I guess a minute. I don't know. It just never ran out. It was great.
Almost all of the top tier upgrades are ridiculous.
Oh yeah. No, it's really good. I like the Dragonfire a lot.
I like because what was it if you upgrade the sleep ability,
Mm-hmm.
it lets you get those power up the upgrades the boosted power or extra life things like that. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. You know the items that do that.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It would just give you one of those if you sleep. So if you're doing the stadium and that just happens to be there, drop your ability, sleep, wake up, catch it before it goes away, and then you're fully healed and you got the power up on top of it, and then you can still have your ability. Yeah. Pro tip.
But yeah, I haven't played a lot of levels in it, but I did play for a period of time. I was very busy this weekend. I was up and down basically the entire state driving around. So I was in New York on Friday, and then literally the tip of New Jersey on Saturday.
Mm.
So that was cool.
What was that? But with Kirby though, you got to be what, World 5?
The desert one?
Oh, okay. You're is that what you just got to, or what you just finished?
Yeah, I just got to. I just finished the icy one.
Okay.
I guess it would be considered the icy one.
Yeah, so you got 2 more worlds left.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. I don't know if I had anything else to say about Kirby.
Nah, I don't got a lot talking about with that, but it's good. It's still a very good game. It's a good time.
It is. It's great. It's funny because DJ the other day, he's been working at a middle school.
Okay.
And he's like, all the kids at school have been talking about this Kirby game.
Good.
He's like, do you have it? I'm like, you literally watched me play it.
Do you have it?
I'm like, don't you remember me showing you the Kirby amiibo? He's like, oh, that does seem big.
He was like, yes, very cool, Mike. Anyway.
Yeah, no, that was the takeaway. So I was like, oh, look at all these amiibo. I was like, oh, here's Kirby and King Dedede and Waddle Dee and Meta Knight. And he's like, yep, I gotta go.
He says, Mike's talking about his fucking weird toys again.
You know, it's
he told me he took home 6
table.
figures a week. I didn't think it was amiibos. Damn it.
It's not what I wanted.
No.
Yeah, no, the Kirby's great. It's excellent. Apparently the kids are digging it too.
Well, that's all I really have that I did this week. I have more invested in the news this week than I do video games, but
yeah, there's some good news this week. I guess that's where we are.
Is it?
Yeah,
Brandon didn't play anything.
Doesn't have anything else to talk about.
Yeah,
talk about Tales from the Gas Station.
Yeah, go watch that. It's actually really good. So the way that story works is essentially, you slowly realize it very quickly actually that the person that's telling you the story is not to be trusted. So you yourself can't trust what's being told to you as an actual truthful story from that character's point of view. It's all about an unreliable narrator, but he's an unreliable narrator because he legitimately cannot sleep. It's a actual medical condition that he has. All of this is fiction, obviously. It's an actual medical condition that this character has, and he can't sleep. And as such, people with extreme medical conditions are the only people that are allowed to work at this gas station at the end of town. And so he shares all his stories at the gas station. They're all super paranormal, super fucking weird, and just you time travel, fucking demons, death gods, this sort of thing, cults, all that kind of stuff is involved in it. But as it's laid out for you, it's up to you to decide if the person that's telling you this is actually experiencing this, or if it's just them being crazy because of the medical condition that they have. It's very, very well done. Very, very good. It's kind of like a dark comedy sort of deal.
Sounds interesting. It kind of made me wonder too, and I don't know why I jumped from this thought with what you're talking about, but I was like, necessarily that'd be really cool if they did kind of a choose your own adventure thing. They gotta have videos like that on YouTube.
I'm sure they do. Yeah.
I remember when the annotations first came out, they were doing shit like that a while ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, my dude.
So.
Yeah. Anyways, news.
Oh yeah, there's some news, I guess.
Yeah.
What do we got written here?
Mario movie's been delayed to April.
Oh shit! What else?
Yeah, this month. Let's go.
It's out any day.
I actually have some news too that right here, but I can say that unless you guys want to talk about the Mario movie, because I guess it's delayed.
Well, I have a feeling of why it's delayed.
What's up?
I think they got vibe checked by Sonic too.
Oh,
Honestly, I think they were like, "Oh wait, shit, we got to make sure we're actually like doing the thing."
Mm-hmm. Possibly.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think because for them to jump out of the holiday window, like I feel like that's got to be like a pretty big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, not that there's anything wrong coming out in the spring, but like, they had that like perfect window for the holiday movie.
It could also be like a case of they want to release it alongside of a game, and we'll get some kind of Mario game around April of next year.
That's true.
Could be. That's definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
I would love it if this movie just ended up being like a word for word animated recreation of the 80s movie.
That would be incredible, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
oh, Miyamoto, we got this great script for you. Just look at this. Just sign here, please. Yeah, no. I don't disagree with you, Nick. I'm sure it's probably a little bit of A and a little bit of B. I'm guessing.
Yeah, could be.
Although, I mean, we don't know what Nintendo was planning on putting out for the second half of this year. So, I mean, it's possible a Mario game was like in the mix there, and they just kind of like silently shifting it. So it's more around there. But I mean, I guess we'll find out soon enough. But like I said, it just seems weird that they're just like, because that holiday season is usually pretty good for like kids movies. Because I don't know, I guess Christmas Day is a pretty big movie day.
But then again, too, like how much planning ahead does a Mario movie release need?
Like
the day. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah,
I feel
like it'll do well no matter what.
Yeah, no matter what. It's a Mario movie.
That's true. And Sonic did really well when coming out in April. So I mean, you can't really be like, it's a bad time.
No.
So
yeah.
Oh, yeah, actually the other thing we wanted to talk about too, because I think it was in there, but we just didn't mention it since last week. But now we know we think probably why Xenoblade was pushed up to July. And it's because Splatoon is now in September. So officially dated.
Yeah.
I think it's September 9th. I think that's when they put it. So
yes. Yeah. But they wanted to celebrate the Dreamcast birthday.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they also, if you have not played it yet, Octoling expansion is now available for the expansion pass owners.
I do have a question about that for you guys. And it's not specifically about the Octoling expansion, but about the expansion pass altogether. Do either of you feel the need to not buy any more Nintendo DLC because you're afraid it might pop up on that collection?
No, because I'm not gonna upgrade my Nintendo Switch Online.
All right, I guess for the people in the crowd who do have that,
aka me,
and me.
So I would say, you know what my thing is? Like I've kind of been thinking about it too. Like they've been like, this one's kind of weird because everything else that they've announced for the expansion pack is all like it's been like before it's come out. So like Mario Kart stuff they told us beforehand, the Animal Crossing stuff they told us beforehand. I don't think that they're going to announce something and then pull it back. And if they do, like Splatoon, the Octoling expansion at this point, like it's a couple of years old. The people who already want it already have it. Splatoon 3 is like knocking on the door. I think they're just in a position where they're like, fuck it, who cares? Like, people who wanted it already have it. We're not really going to piss anyone off at this point, and it's just a freebie. So just stick it out there, see what happens. At worst case scenario, brings people back into Splatoon 2 for a little bit before Splatoon 3. So
yeah, that's fair. I mean, I just feel like I don't want to buy any more Nintendo DLC ever again on the off chance that it hits that.
I think my thinking is I don't think you're gonna be put in that position. That's kind of what I think.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna be like I think everything is gonna be directed to be something that can fit into that category. So
yeah.
I just don't think that they're gonna leave it so it's gonna be like, will it, won't it? Like I think everything will just kind of stick in there. Like you probably won't get dumb shit like like costumes and stuff. Like I don't think there's those things will go in there. And I still couldn't see him doing it with like the characters for like Smash Brothers, but maybe.
That would be wild. That'd be a
Yeah.
very wild thing for them to do. If they're
I
like
think if they did, I
every
think they
single
could only
pass.
do it for like a couple. Like I bet they could only do it with like the first party characters, because there's got to be some sort of like,
Oh,
yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
You feel like there's got to be some sort of like, hey, we'll give you X percentage of every character that this sells or whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just if that were to happen, I'd be like, all right, that's definitely what's gonna happen. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
but it's like you think about stuff that could get it, like Mario Party Superstars, if that got DLC, like
yeah,
that's going to be added to the NSO. That
yeah.
one's like a gimme. Splatoon 3. I mean, I guess like now that Octoling expansion's up there, I mean, I guess it's fair game for Splatoon 3 or
Yeah.
anything like that comes out. Uh, Xenoblade. That one's a tough one, but I feel like Nintendo's going to direct them to be like, make stuff that can be
Nintendo
put on
Direct.
the service. Yeah, Nintendo Direct. That.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's this nasty rumor that there's a 1-2 Switch sequel coming out this year.
Ew, wow. Is it 3-4 Switch?
I hope so. I hope it gets like the dumbest name, like 1-2-3 Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But apparently, like they thought that was gonna. I don't. But it's the thing. You would never trust like the rumor people. I feel like because like half of them are just no, not even half. There's a couple that like probably have like some tidbits of stuff, and then there's a couple that like they're just making assumptions.
Yeah.
Like what was it? I had a Did You Know Gaming on the other day, and they're talking about the rumor that Shovel Knight was in Smash.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how this happened?
No.
No. Okay. So, reason the rumor got started that Shovel Knight was going to be a playable character in Smash is because one of the rumor people saw that there was a Shovel Knight amiibo, and at that time there was only Smash Brothers amiibo. So I was like, oh, A plus B equals C. There's a Shovel Knight amiibo. The only game that has amiibo is Smash Brothers. Shovel Knight must be a Smash Brothers character. So it's like it's sometimes they're making assumptions based on things they know, but they don't always go in the right direction.
True.
So,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So I don't know. We've been surprised enough by tons of things, so I guess we'll see what happens. I'm expecting some good things for. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna have anything huge for the back half of this year. If you think about it, just with stuff we already know, that back half is pretty decent. So June is stacked with Mario and the Fire Emblem Warriors game. July has Xenoblade. August, I don't think we know. But September's got Splatoon. November's got Pokemon. We know Bayonetta is supposed to come out this year. I think there's another game that we know that's supposed to come out this year too. But yeah, no, it's a pretty like stacked year.
Bayonetta could be their like big end of year thing.
I said Bayonetta's like a nice October game. I feel like just kind of like so that's where they stick things. They're like it's not super important for it to do well, but it's important enough that we don't want it to like put it out too early.
Yeah, that's fair.
Kind of place. Like that's a good place for it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, I'm talking about Nintendo. Let's talk about other things.
Let's talk about PlayStation.
Okay.
Yeah, so about that.
Go. Do it. Let's talk about it. I relish being able to trash Sony any chance I get.
So I'm gonna read you a title to an article that the title makes no sense.
Okay.
PlayStation has set up a new game preservation department. So there's this person on Twitter. Their handle is @somekronza guy, who stated, "Today is my first day as a senior build engineer at PlayStation, working as one of their initial hires for the newly created preservation team. Game preservation was my first career passion, so I'm ecstatic that I get to go back to those roots." So, and apparently this person in question used to work for EA from 2016 to 2019, and he led the preservation efforts for the FIFA franchise. Yeah. So I mean, like, I don't know if this is something that they put together for their new PlayStation Plus service stuff, but I mean, there's been very clear communication in the past from old What's-His-Dick that he doesn't see or understand why people would want to play an old game. So, like, that to me is a very funny article to be written.
Kind of just sounds like
Go on.
So it just kind of sounds like PR.
It does
Yep.
sound a bit like PR.
Sure does. I don't trust Sony to do preservation at all.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't. That doesn't. Sony and preservation in the same sentence doesn't really make a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't.
And
So it's
how
like,
are you
what are we?
preserving them? Are you
Yeah,
preserving
what are we
them
doing?
to like make them accessible to the public? Or are you preserving them just so you have them in like your back
I
pocket
think
for a
they-
rainy day?
I think they send this guy out to yard sales every Saturday morning with like $20 in his pocket, and like, yo, just buy whatever you can find. Haggle with him.
Lock it in this closet when you're done.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, that's. I don't know what their definition of preservation is.
Yeah, or like what their goals are.
Yeah, or, yeah,
It
what
could
their
be,
goals
like-
are.
Yeah, like it's a fancy title, but without any like meaning behind it. Like who knows?
Mhm.
What is it? What does it mean? You know, was I don't know. And especially too, it's weird because this is like the first time this has even been talked about. Like Sony hasn't officially announced that they have a games preservation team. This person went out and tweeted that, hey, I'm a part of this team, and everybody's like, you're what?
What team?
So yeah, exactly.
Do what now?
Yeah, you're on doing, huh? So
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me because we've constantly seen that at least the new president of Sony is completely against preservation
exactly,
and
that's my thing.
completely against backwards compatibility and completely against anything that isn't modern titles.
Yeah.
My guess is one or two things. One, the backlash. Two, they know they can't get any PS5s out still. So they're just like, oh shit, we gotta preserve things. Hey, you know what we could preserve? PlayStation 4 titles. Let's go.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is that what we're doing here? Or like, have you acknowledged that? Hey, maybe that wasn't the best thing to do.
Mhm.
You know, because
Yeah.
people obviously still like old
Until
games.
digital titles are preserved, there is nothing they could say about preservation. The problem is there are so many digital titles from 360, PlayStation 3, and Wii that just they don't exist anymore. You can't play them anymore. You legally cannot play them anymore.
It's funny because actually part of this story does leak into the next story a bit, at least topics that we're touching on. But like, yeah, no, it's weird. Like, does that mean like, are they gonna kind of pull the Nintendo route of like they're gonna scour the internet and like start hunting people down who are posting ROMs online? Is that something we're gonna start doing? So
I'm gonna I've been looking into PS3 emulation.
Yeah.
Specifically for several games that no longer exist.
Okay.
And I'm going to share a few really interesting things with you. I'm not going to tell you the program, but there is literally a program for PlayStation 3 emulation that allows you to hook into Sony's literal servers and re-download the games.
Okay.
These are games that are on the Sony servers that you cannot purchase. You cannot legally obtain.
Okay.
But with this program, which all it is like, it's like a hook, basically. It's just a hook that allows you to go into the Sony servers and download things, and it makes them a nice, neat little fucking RER package, basically, that will be read through emulators and whatnot. And with this program, with just a few fucking megabytes of data, you can literally download games that have been lost to time for like 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Easily. The ones that they say, are no longer on our servers anymore. We don't host those games anymore.
Talk about Shadows of the Damned.
Yeah. Basically, I really would like to be able to buy that game again, like, digitally, but I can't.
Yeah.
And it's just really fucking obnoxious. And then there's things like Afterburner that was released by Sega that had a Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 release. Great game. You can't experience anymore. But through that program that I was talking about, you actually can re-download it. Before they had released the fucking new updated version of Scott Pilgrim, you could download that as well. It's just... And I know you can download PT. I know all of that can be re-downloaded.
Okay.
or downloaded, whatever. And it's just kind of annoying. It's obnoxious because it's like, I guess technically they preserved them on their own servers, but like maybe these are some things they should talk about, you know?
Yeah.
Especially if
But
they're
it
talking
seems
about
like their preservation can be as simple as just like, you want to turn that back on? Yeah, sure.
I know that's another thing too is part of the reason why if I get an Xbox or when I get a new Xbox, it'll be a Series X just because I want the disc slot.
Mhm.
The few things that I have discs
Which
for.
is funny how like you and I kind of flip flopped on that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I will say it again too. I think that the Series S is such a sexy system.
Mhm.
It is.
But it's just if it had a way to put a disc drive in it, even if it was like off to the
External.
side, yeah, I'd be all in. But that's just not a thing, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
It is what it is. I don't trust Sony with preservation, or anything for that matter. But I really don't trust them with preservation.
Mhm. Yeah, but no, I don't either because they're out there. So and I don't know what else to say. Sony just like I said they just have not given us anything to say that they're like being legitimate with it. So
Mhm.
I don't know. We'll
All
see,
right.
I guess.
Yeah, totally. Let's talk about the Sonic Origins collection.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Nick, help me out. I am so confused here.
All right. I didn't come through the mic. I cracked my knuckles. So, last week's Sonic Origins collection was announced.
Mhm.
The basics that I can describe about it for everybody who's listening is it's a remastered collection of 4 classic Sonic games. So it's Sonic 1, 2, 3, which is Sonic and Knuckles, as well as Sonic CD. Just to give you an idea of who worked on these things, it's basically the teams that worked on Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
So they are remasters in the sense of their technical stuff. So like under the hood remasters, I guess if you want to call it that. The
Yeah.
games pretty much look the same.
Yeah.
I don't believe there's been any sort of like they'll claim with these things that there's like 1080p updates, 60 frames. I'm like, all right, cool. The frames I can probably see that while playing the game. The resolutions also probably can see, but like all in all, like playing Sonic 1 or 2 in 4K doesn't really mean shit to me.
Mhm.
The games come with multiple modes, so there's classic, anniversary, and then there's like hard modes.
Yeah. What are these?
So there's hard missions. So if you go on the website, it's very confusing.
Yes.
Stupid. So there's a standard edition of Sonic Origins that will cost $40.
Yes.
The digital deluxe edition will cost $45.
$5 extra, huh? Okay.
Yes. And the $5 extra version comes with pretty much everything.
Everything. Yeah, I'm seeing that.
The only thing it doesn't come with, so if you go to their website, there's 5 different versions of the game that they
Yeah.
place down. It can be summed up into 2 things. There's the standard edition for $39, the digital deluxe for $45. Okay. Now, there are certain things that you can only get by pre-ordering it. So you get 100 bonus coins for pre-ordering it.
Coins for?
So coins are for the anniversary mode. They haven't really described what that is yet, but it's just a thing for the anniversary mode. So just take that at face value. That is a thing that you get no matter what you pre-order. Or besides, like they don't have it listed for the classic music pack, whatever the fuck that's supposed to be, and then the premium fun pack. So you don't got to worry about that.
Okay, so we just know that.
So I need you to ignore, if you're looking at the same website I'm looking at, ignore the 3 versions in the middle.
I see that.
The standard and digital deluxe. So you also get a mirror mode if you pre-order the game, but that's also unlockable in-game. So it's basically you just fast track unlocking that.
Oh, okay.
And the only other thing you get by pre-order is letterbox
backgrounds? Yeah,
that's it. That's it. Now, if you go to the next box, it's the Start Dash Packs. Start Dash Pack.
Yeah,
which is free DLC, which is included with every pre-order of the standard or digital deluxe. So basically everything I just listed off is that. There was no need for them to have that that section.
Yeah, okay, alright.
So Start Dash Pack comes with either the standard or the digital deluxe if you pre-order. It's a pre-order bonus is all it is.
Yeah, I see that, okay.
So they can just take that off. The Premium Family Fun Pack seems like it just includes like everything that the digital deluxe edition comes with, except for the additional music tracks. And then there's the additional music tracks that you can just buy if you want like the standard edition and the classic music pack.
Okay.
And didn't pre-order it. So basically, here's what I'm going to say. If you want absolutely fucking nothing with Sonic Origins besides the game, buy the standard edition for $40. If you want everything, pre-order it for $45. Simple as that.
I'm just okay. So here's my concern, and I don't know if it's warranted or not, but it almost sounds like the coins are needed to play the anniversary mode.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Let me see here. Let me just do a quick.
Okay. Actually, I'm looking into it. I can find exactly what coins are for. They're used to unlock various content from the vault.
Perfect.
Whatever the vault is.
That's fine. I will take that.
Yeah, okay. That's not bad. That's not anywhere. It's just, if you look at the anniversary mode pictures, instead of lives, you have coins in the bottom.
Yes. So that's fine. I will take that. If you ever had like the Sonic Gems or Sonic Mega Collection,
I've had.
It had a lot of shit. Like I had the Mega Collection. Mega Collection is great. So that is the description of all the different like versions that they have. You really only need to know that there's a standard and a premium edition or deluxe edition. You get certain things if you pre-order it. The certain things that you get from pre-ordering it, you can pretty much get by just playing the game.
Yeah.
And then if you want the extra stuff like the additional tracks from the Genesis games and like character animations during Music Islands? I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be.
I don't know what that means either.
So like there's like some other little things that you can get. So just buy the $45 version. It's not you're not saving a lot of money. It doesn't make sense why there's like all these things. It's available on every platform that you can think of for modern day. So PS4, 5, Xbox Series consoles, as well as One, Steam, and Epic. So it's available everywhere. Now, the only problem.
Wait a minute.
What?
I'm looking at the choose a platform. You can't choose Switch.
Oh, it is on the Switch. It's just coming soon.
Oh, okay.
I guess it's coming at a later date. I don't know why. They did also add Sonic CD style animations. So like, there's like more animations in that style if you've played Sonic CD before. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There's also like a boss rush mode and like the Blue Sphere mini game. Like there's like that. So that's pretty cool. What I don't like is Sega is, as of May 20th, so you have less than a month.
Delisting all the other games?
They are delisting Sonic 1, 2, 3, and CD from every digital platform, save for these specific ones.
So here is my question about that.
Real quick, I'm gonna list off the ones that aren't getting culled.
Okay.
So Sonic 1 and 2 will remain available via the Sega Ages collection on Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2 will still be playable via Sega Genesis on Nintendo Switch Online.
Okay.
That's it.
Those are the only two.
So if you have like Sonic 1, 2, or 3 or CD download separately on any other platform, so like if you go on Steam right now, I believe you can like download all of those games separately, that will be going away. The mobile phone versions, that will be going away.
That's so weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's weird about it is like they're not the same game. You're literally you're getting rid of the pure. I'll call it the pure experience versus the remastered version, and like that's a big deal to some people.
So they don't say anything about the Sega Mega Drive and Genesis Classics. Like that's they're actually getting rid of them in that too.
Like, what are you talking about?
So that's a VR game.
Maybe.
And that game is here. I'll show you what it is.
What it sounds like is they're delisting the like if it's Sonic 1, 2, 3 or CD as a singular download, not a part of a collection.
So you have to buy them separately to be in your collection in this game. Otherwise, you can just play them like a singular game.
Yes.
But if you have this game, you can also play. It's so
That I
difficult
don't
to
know.
explain, but essentially, it is a virtual. Here, I'm gonna post a link
Okay,
to
that's fine.
the thing in chat so you can look at it in general. There you go. So yeah, if you look at that, it is a game where you can play all the games separately and everything.
Yes, I
Also,
have that for. I think this is what I have for the Switch.
yeah, but this is also has VR. This is VR on PC.
So
It's really weird that they would
I
be like,
don't
yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna assume if you have to buy the games individually from the store
Hmm.
to play them in the game, I'm going to assume yes, and I would download it before you can.
Mm.
Unless the remastered versions take precedent over those versions, and then that's just the version you get in that game now. But like the Sonic the Hedgehog that's listed on Steam
Hmm.
that came out October 26, 2010, will be getting delisted in favor of the newer version.
It's so weird.
And
And
it
so
is weird.
What is exactly nicer about these newer versions? Because it's just
So they've just been basically completely overhauled developmentally. So what was I saying about so they're developed by Headcanon. They previously assisted in pre-production of Sonic CD, co-developed Sonic 1 and 2, and now also did Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So basically they're the ones who helped with Origins. So the guy who also, or not Origins, Mania, the guy who made Mania also helped out with this as well. So these are more, like I said, under the hood remasters more so than anything. So technically, I assume they're gonna run better, and like like the complications of running older games on newer hardware.
Yeah.
So like I
But
assume
if
it's
it's
like
a
for
ROM, it doesn't matter. That's the
Yes.
thing.
They want these games to run basically, I guess, locally. They don't want to emulate it. So
okay, that makes more sense. When I
yeah,
watched
so like
the,
if you
the
download,
trailer, I was like, it looks the same to me.
if you go to play Sonic 2 on the Switch right now, it's
Mhm.
being emulated via their shit emulator.
Mm.
Whereas if you buy Origins, the game is running on your hardware.
So it looks like these will be removed from Steam, which makes me
Yeah.
question a lot of things. Because, like, okay, if you're going to remove them, then, like, shouldn't this entire thing be destroyed?
Well, no, because there's other Sega games you can play through that.
There
It's
are.
not just Sonic. Because there's what, like 58 games, and you're gonna cancel the whole thing because of 3 of them.
Yeah.
So it's just weird. I feel like it might they just might replace it with those 3. I don't know. Or you still might be able. This might be like the only way you can buy the game separately. Like like it'll be like this is a DLC for such and such game. You can only buy it if you own the Sega Mega Drive and Genesis Classics collection type deal. I don't know how they're going to navigate that, but it's just really weird because like I always think of like speedrunners and stuff. Like you have specific speedruns for specific versions of games.
Yeah.
So like unless you download these versions now, not that like I don't want to talk shit on the Sonic speedrunning community, but I don't know how big Sonic speedrunning is for these particular games. But like if you have somebody who's like, hey, I want to learn the Sonic CD speedrun, you literally only have like basically 2 choices now. Either legitimate hardware from when the game came out or this. So like it's not a huge deal, I will say that, but it is a thing to consider when we were just talking about like games preservation. Like there's people who literally like preservation goes as deep as like we have every updated version of like such and such game. And they store all of that. So there's every version of that game that's ever been updated is accessible.
Interesting.
So, yeah. So however you feel about that, I will only be upset if Origins plays like shit. Like if you put out like imagine like you put out like the new versions of these games and they play like shit and you can't play the old versions which ran just fine.
You mean what Rockstar did?
Yeah. Basically. So there's that. I more so am upset because like I'm a Sonic fan, obviously. I've talked about it. I'll make no bones about it. My problem is how many times are we gonna get like collections of these specific Sonic games?
Yeah.
And we're gonna continuously gloss over the best 2D Sonic games like Sonic Advanced. Like, I want a collection of Sonic Advanced. Where's that at? That might be held up because of THQ and that whole like legal rigmarole.
Yeah.
But like, also, where's my collection of maybe Sonic Adventure games or my, there's just there's other things that I feel like we can explore.
I agree.
So
yeah, and the Sonic games have been released umpteen million times.
Like, I remember buying Sonic 1 for my iPod Nano back in like 2007. You'd use the click wheel to control it. And like, here we are in 2022, and they're still like re-release. Like I know Elder Scrolls is always the meme. Sonic 1, 2, and 3, or Sonic 1 and 2 have to be the meme now. 100% have to be the meme now.
No, I mean, I think it's GTA 5 at this point, but we're getting there.
Yeah. I mean, at one point or another, like, I'm pretty sure no matter what platform you go on in my house, you can play Sonic 1, 2, and 3.
It's probably true.
Which, I mean, I guess I feed into that problem because I also buy it whenever it's available.
I do love Sonic 2. It is one of the best Sonic the Hedgehog games.
Sonic 2 was my first video game, so I tend to buy that on everything that I have.
I own a copy of Sonic 2 complete in box on my shelf.
So,
good game.
It's weird, but so literally when this game comes out, which is, I believe, June
23rd,
which is Sonic's birthday, just buy the $45 version. You don't have to pre-order it, but just buy the $45 version.
Well, you could pre-order and get those extra coins for whatever the fuck that unlocks.
Yeah, whatever that does. I'm not going to pre-order it.
I might. I don't know.
I'm not going to pre-order it. Only because my problem is like the deluxe edition isn't physical. I don't know if this game's going to be physical at all.
Well, I'm just going to pre-order it via Steam, and then if it's bad, I just refund it.
That's true too.
Via Steam.
Yeah.
I guess there was another bit of information that we should probably put into the news real quick, if you guys would like to go into that. Diablo Immortal it was announced to be coming to PC as well as smartphones, and their reasoning for it, I shit you not, was we know you'll emulate it anyway, so why not give you a version that's standardized?
That's fair.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a fair reaction.
It is actually one of the few fair reactions, I think, to something like this in a long time.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, I get it. It makes sense. Just make your money.
Yeah.
They gotta recoup all that money anyway.
Well, no. If they're making a PC version, it's still free to play. It's just it'll be through their launcher. More.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, if they're emulating it right on PC, couldn't you like not pay for things?
Depends on if it is a like server based, which most most mobile games now do everything on the server level, like back at the actual developer servers, and you can't really hack that via your phone.
Gotcha. So that's my
like something like Genshin Impact, you can't do that. Something like Call of Duty on mobile, you can't do that. PUBG on mobile, you can't do that. But like other smaller titles, you can sometimes.
Yeah,
but I don't makes sense. I don't think they'll be. No, don't quote me on this because they might be this incompetent. But I don't think they'll be so incompetent that they'll leave money on the table as an option.
Oh well, yeah. So it's funny because, like, to me, I feel like it's because of the backlash. I feel like they knew that if they didn't put this game on PC, that it would die. No one's gonna play it. But
which is probably true.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah. Did you have any other news, Brandon?
What was that?
Did you have any other news?
I don't think so. Oh wait, nope. Wait, G Fuel. You hear about G Fuel, Nick? Did you hear about G Fuel?
They're in Target now?
No, they announced an NFT collaboration.
No, and I just bought some today.
Well, they announced it last week, so
I didn't see it anywhere.
Oh, it was all over the place. There were so many people wanting to boycott them. Hold on, let me see if you could still find it, because here's the other bit of information.
I'm looking
it has been canceled.
Oh, because there's a G Fuel NFT account.
GFuelNFT.com was the name of the page. It was a mess. Oh, you can still go to it. It has been canceled.
The Twitter account posted 4 days ago.
So here it is, Jason the Ape, G Fuel NFTs. If you buy the NFT for $250, you get a special flavor of G Fuel that is only accessible to NFT
Can
holders.
I say something about Jason the Ape?
Yeah.
He looks like he's not allowed 400 feet from a school.
Yeah. I want to point out, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see Senpai Nick, who apparently was the co-founder and lead. Dude looks like he wants to just off himself in his picture. But anyway, this has been canceled.
Where do you see they canceled it?
I believe it was written on their Discord yesterday.
They have a roadmap for it too.
I know.
Project revealed on National Banana Day, which was 420.
Mm-hmm.
NFT pre-sale May 19th. NFT public sale May 20th. Collector's box New York meetup for NFT people. If you've got, never mind, that could be seen as terroristic. First free airdrop to NFT Halloween shaker drop roadmap. No.
Yeah, let's see. Yesterday, after careful consideration and evaluations of feedback from our partners and community, our team has decided that G Fuel will be terminating all NFT projects at this time. You are welcome to relay this to your communities as needed. If you have any questions, please direct them to me, and I'll be happy to give the answers for you. Thank you for your patience, questions, and voicing your concerns during all of this.
So we gotta know. At this point, this has to be publicity stunts. It has to be. The
doing
NFT
the NFT
shit, because we are in April of 2022, right? When has a brand launched an NFT and not just gotten insane amounts of flack for it?
I know.
Like, I feel like unless it's like one of those NFT things that's like, hey guys, remember Bored Apes? Well, here's apes shoving things up their ass. Like, this is our new NFT thing. Like, unless it's like one of those, I feel like every time a brand like Ubisoft did it, fucking everybody else who does it, they're like, hey guys, NFTs, and then next day they're just like, actually no.
But that was a bad idea.
It's like, but they gotta know beforehand that it was a bad idea.
I know.
I feel like every week there's another like, hey guys, NFT. Oh no, we're sorry. We have carefully considered our community.
I feel like it's a case of people trying to see if they can get away with it, and then immediately realizing, oh shit, we can't get away with it.
Yeah, like,
all right, it's not time yet to try to pull the trigger on NFTs. We can't do it. But the fact of the matter is, it's not going to ever be the time to try to pull the trigger on NFTs because it's actually already been destroyed. Its reputation's been destroyed by so many bad faith actors and shit within the community that the people that like NFTs or quote unquote like NFTs are the reasons that NFTs will never, ever make it in its current iteration to the mainstream.
Well, it's funny too because like the fucking Bored Ape monkey fuckers, like they just had a Gorillian dollars stolen from them because like somebody hacked their shit and they're like, hey, your monkeys are now my monkeys.
A Gorillion dollars.
Yeah.
Probably the best play on words I've heard in a very long time.
But it's funny because it's like Bored Ape Yacht Club would be like, this is so safe and secure, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, oops, where did my millions go? Guess what? You can't track it because that's the whole fucking point.
Well, you can track NFTs and that sort of thing, but if someone actually hacked them, then they're kind of fucked. But also, they're not really safe. I actually think the whole point of like crypto and NFT stuff is being able to continuously track them and see who does it. That's why there's so many people such as like CoffeeZilla who's been able to track back down like people who have committed charity fraud via NFT scams and that sort of thing, which they literally have, but they've gotten away with it because there is no repercussions from like on a government level. And everyone's just like, I guess I lost another $1,000-$2,000 because
if you write enough legalese inside of these websites, which I'm sure most of them do, it's pretty much like, hey, if you decide to give us this monies, this is our monies now. You can't do anything about
100%. Everyone's too stupid.
So like, it's really silly, but like, Wow. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
This is the
Anyway.
dumbest shit ever.
Glad they killed that.
Yeah.
Because, like, I do like G Fuel stuff. It is very good.
G Fuel's good. I
It
like
is
G
good.
Fuel as well.
'Cause I get the Sonic flavor and the Crash Bandicoot flavor because it is very good. But, like, if that was a thing that they were going to do, I'm like, well, guess I'm switching to Gamer Subs now.
I already have some.
Yeah.
Some people told me that apparently they did some shady shit already in the past with their partners, so you might want to look into them. That was like 2019 in the past, so like I didn't even know it even happened in the first place. So
That's
but
incredibly
yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Oh my god. When are we gonna watch? We gotta launch our NFT, I guess.
Huh?
Can we launch our NFT to get like a bunch of like podcast listeners and then be
Absolutely.
like, just kidding, actually.
Well, I mean, like you've seen people like the fucking voice actors, like
Oh well, yeah.
be like, oh, I'm doing an NFT.
You can have like
launch.
Board Brandon Peach Club, and it'd be like, different types of peaches.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Here's a peach that's phasing in and out. It's control themed. Like, hey, look at that. It can all be peaches that are like themed after your favorite games.
Someone should just do that. I would be very happy if someone did that. Just do that as like
Here's the No Man's Sky peach. It's procedurally generated. You never know if it's the good peach or the bad peach.
But there's also like 10 copies of it too.
Yeah.
Which is
When you buy the Board Brandon Peach Club,
No Man's Sky one, you get
No
10
Man's
copies.
Sky Peach NFT. You get 10 of them for the price of one. It's actually a very great deal for the NFT space.
Yeah. So like you can actually kind of like share those among your friends if you would like, or sell them for bank if you would like.
I'm
but
sorry,
they're not
I
gonna
wish
be as valuable because
if there's like somebody who's listening to us right now that has like just a smidge of like any sort of art design, please just make a logo for Board Brandon Peach Club, because that would be. I feel like that would just be hilarious.
I want it. I really do. Like I've had people design shit for me in the past. It's been really good. Like my avatar, for instance, that I have right now on Discord that you can see.
You have to update the Litten one that you have to include the new grass cat.
There's
a good collaboration there.
That's the same person that made the avatar that I'm using right now. Because like if you look at the avatar from afar, it looks like it's real, and then you click on it and you're like, wait a minute, that eye, the eye dot is yeah. That's like the joke. That's the joke. Like no one would notice unless they actually click on it.
But you could be doing a sweet pull off of the new grass cat. I feel, anyway.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna ask my friend if he'll do that. He makes purposely bad artwork, and I love it so much.
No, it's great. It's very good. Oh man, but that's all I've got in terms of news.
You guys ready to wrap up then?
News. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, thank you everyone for listening to us tonight. Don't forget to find us on iTunes, Stitcher, Amazon, Google, wherever you guys get your podcasts, or our website, doublegaming.com, or was it game-crunch.com. Both those are good. And if you want to reach out to us, we're on Facebook, Twitter, or you can send us an email, gamecrunchcast@gmail.com. Brandon?
Yeah?
Any final thoughts?
No.
No? Nick?
So apparently Elon Musk just bought doublegaming.com /the
Twitter
for $45 billion.
You know,
so we actually don't have to do this anymore. We don't have to do this anymore.
Wait, does this mean I can actually buy my my Steam Deck now?
We have Musk dollars. We don't need to do this anymore. We're free.
Well, someone...
That just sounds nasty.
These are some musky ones. It smells like the apartheid. Jesus. I have no final thoughts besides Musk giving us money.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Anyways, that said, my name is Mike Anastasia. You can find me at Atlanta Clutch Penguin on Twitter or your favorite gaming console. And until next week, game on.
Game on.
Game. Mike, it was funny. Yes, yeah, was it yesterday when you're like, "Oh, the Mario movie's coming out in April," and I was like, "Sir, we are in April." I
Hmm.
was really confused.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't even think about that. That it's like a year away.
I was like, "What?"
That makes a lot more sense. Because I was like thinking to myself, what do you mean? It was due in December.
They got pushed up.
Yeah, pushed up by 8 months. Great. Like, we just finished everything, guys.